One of the biggest lessons that I've learned in the last 10 years of my bodybuilding is you do not need as much protein as everyone thinks they say you do.
She loves bodybuilding. Every morning she comes out on the patio with me and does morning cardio and abs and calves and cheers me on by screaming. But today we go to the Labrada gym and she's gonna be in heaven. She's gonna walk in there and just start screaming.
You know, less than I normally eat and bigger than I normally am. So again, goes back to my stomach's working. Or at least all signs point to it, right?
What you're about to see is what I would consider very controlled aggression, very precise. Get Casey Masterpiece barbecue sauce.
Love dumbbells and dogs and protein shakes, but hers is formula, so a little different. But
that is the poster for the Pittsburgh Pro, so it's like me, Samson, supposedly Rami, Derek, and probably not Nick anymore because he's competing in New York. This was like made before it was announced, then Andrew, and then Chris always makes an appearance but never guest poses. So always a really fun weekend. Yeah, so I guess like I was just trying to just start talking while I'm fucking cooking, right? So one of the biggest lessons that I've learned in the last 10 years of my bodybuilding is you do not need as much protein as everyone thinks they say you do. Especially in an off-season setting where your carb intake's high. I eat 200 grams cooked per meal. And I know some guys are even lower than that, like 160, 170 grams a meal. So don't be scared to take your protein down a little lower and really pay attention to your digestion and what it does. And also pay attention to your physique. Your body will tell you when you're not eating enough protein. It'll also, you'll start getting flat. You won't be gaining as much size as you could, and you know, you'll honestly just not be progressing in strength as much because you can't grow without protein, obviously. But on the other end of that stick, if you are, you know, eating more than 8 ounces of protein a meal and you aren't a 300-pound bodybuilder, breathe heavy. Try reducing it a little bit. You know, it's your body telling you it's too much if you're using the bathroom 4 or 5, 6 times a day, if you're pissing out your ass, if you're tired and lethargic all day long. Like, that shit's not normal. And, you know, I'll be the first one to tell you that for the longest time I thought it was normal. But after spending some time really paying attention to my gut health and my digestive health, this is the heaviest I've ever been by a long shot, and it's also the best I've ever felt in an off-season, so proof's in the pudding, right? Now, keep on talking about last time I was this heavy, but I'll talk about, you know, every other off-season I've ever had. You know, it always ends up with me topping out, you know, upwards of 850 or 900 grams of carbs a day. Last off-season, we were cracking 1,000 there, especially on, like, the leg and back days. So, you know, if I had to, like, put a number on it, because I just get all my weights from Ben and just execute the plan, but you know, 350 grams of rice is like 110-ish grams of carbs. So like, we're at like 600 or 700 a day right now instead of 1,000. So, you know, less than I normally eat and bigger than I normally am. So again, goes back to my stomach's working. Or at least all signs point to it, right?
baby, what's going on?
What's happening?
Hi, Titan.
Hello.
Hey, yo.
Hi.
What's up, Constance?
Say hi, Nick. How are you? How's it going, guys?
Good. Ooh. I like your britches. Look at how red they are.
I like her hairdo.
I know, we're finally getting some hair.
And she's blonde.
Basically anywhere nowadays in Florida. Like the knit.
440.
Oh,
And like you can reach.
Is Mili like bodybuilding?
She loves bodybuilding. Intros. I said our Houston trip, our day in the life, the weekend day in the life is what we're doing. And our next stop is the Labrada Nutrition Gym. So luckily we got Nick and Constantine came up to shoot some content today. So I said, hey, I'm in Texas, Nick. I know you're gonna have to drive, but let's make this work. I told him about 2 months ago and we are here today. So this is my first time here, first time in Houston. Very excited to be here. I had a business thing I had to be with this weekend, so maybe that'll lead into more, maybe even be a Texan. I don't know, there's a lot of, I think that's where all the bodybuilders go, right? Texas or something, but no, we're just checking out the area. Like I said, I'm launching a product last week, so I came down to meet the staff, see the warehouse and everything. It's been really good, but most importantly, you know, when I'm winning Rome, right? When you're down here with the boys, you got to get it in. So I appreciate Nick coming up and we can get some content. Really good arm day. I know both Hunter and I and Roy we are both, all of us are locked into full off-season mode. So it's going to be, you know, a little bit heavier right now, probably a little bit heavier breathing on most of our parts too. But we're just going to have some fun. And these are the sessions where you can really get after it and then go enjoy a meal after and just kind of hang out and chill, which is the great part of the year right now. So stay tuned. Let's get after it and have some fun.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
Let's go. Up. Come on, dig out.
Can you hang with Hunter with weight?
No, there's certain things I'm on his heels, but he's got another level of muscle. You know, so I'm kind of in the 278 range. Hunter's about 300 pounds, so and a lot more muscle maturity, a lot more time in the game. So, you know, you gotta have that respect. I don't pride myself as like a big time kind of power builder. I'd stay in my lane, you know, work the aesthetics, work on getting my density and thickness, and then just go from there.
Fair enough.
Come on.
Good squeeze.
Right there.
End one right here. Another one. Go again. Go again. Here we go. There we go. Good.
There it is. Good.
This one happened. Up. Yes, sir. Now we do one. Now we do one. Yep. Go.
Kind of stick around for that stretch, don't you?
Yeah. So, I mean, you've seen Brett, Q, and Roy and I both when we were doing like our triceps. You know, like really hang in there on the stretch for a second, and you know, I definitely enjoy here. You know, like really getting a full stretch on each rep, but then at the end, you saw I just kind of sat in it for 10, 15 seconds. A lot of really favorable research out there that says your muscles grow because they're placed under load while stretched. So that, and then when you have all the blood in there, it's a great way to really keep the mobility that you have, in my opinion. I'm on the windowsill, I'm just like made them stay there. Another one.
Punctual Patty over here. We gotta be there a half
That's me.
hour fucking early.
I mean, we were at their house at 10 because
I like being there early. I can set up my camera.
exactly get
and
all
then I
that
start,
out of it.
you know?
Be comfortable.
Like to me, being on time is 10 minutes early.
We're at my favorite park, and we're about to let the dogs run free, and I'm gonna sprawl out like a beached whale on the side of the creek. So, looking forward to showing y'all this. It's a pretty cool spot. Yeah, no, life balance is important for sure. I feel like I spent the better part of since I went pro, 2018, just like absolutely redlining, running myself into a wall. And for the first 2 or 3 years, it was a lot of fun, experienced a lot of success, and never having experienced success doing it. But after a while of just beating your head into the wall, for years on end, just redlining everything at all times, it'll wear you out. I kind of joke, nose to the grindstones, is saying, kind of like working on the second half of my face right now. The nose is gone. But, yeah, the last 2 years have really taught me, there's a time and a season for everything, after the Olympia, it was time to let my mind heal. It was time to let my body heal. And, it was the first time I ever really committed to that in my career. It's always kind of been one of those things that I half-assedly, I can't wait to, start training hard and pushing again. And I never really actually take it easy in the gym. This is the first year that I, train 4 days a week instead of 5 or 6. And, really just placed an emphasis on getting my gut healthy, because at the end of the day, I, felt how terrible it was for things not to be right at the end of the season last year. So, just kind of, I guess, call it, maturity, call it experience, just call it, I've been doing it longer than I had been in the past. But yeah, balance is important. There's a time, and I'm not going to say you always can be balanced. There's a time where balance goes out the window, and that is, in your contest prep. There's no time for balance there, especially at the level that I do this. But, right now in the off season, it is time to enjoy life, I've got my food with me. I ate. You saw me when we pulled up here. I was eating a meal, so I'm good for 3 hours. We'll go home. I'll eat. Today was an off day, so I don't have to train, so it doesn't matter that I'm getting baked out in the sun. But, 5 years from now, I'm not going to, regret being out in the sun with my dog, who I'm not going to have anymore, and, my wife and my other dog and my friends and stuff. But, it wouldn't have made a difference. But, if I skipped today, I'd regret that, so learning to be a little bit more mature about experiencing life and what it has to offer, especially whenever I'm in a position to enjoy it, which is right now. Because like I said, in bodybuilding, especially high-level bodybuilding, there does come a time where there is no time for balance and no energy for balance, if I'm being honest. But, now is not that time. So making deposits and enjoying life right now.